Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition is undoubtedly one of the most sought after Samsung devices. But is this still the best after almost a year? We'll find that out in this video. Before I go ahead, please hit the subscribe button. It would be massively appreciated. Last year, when Samsung's Galaxy S20 lineup failed to impress the masses, Samsung introduced the Galaxy S20 Fan Edition to accommodate its loyal fans. This phone originally came out as a successor to the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite, but unlike the S10 Lite, it was way ahead of its time. The idea behind sub-flagship devices is to provide flagship features under a decent budget, which the S10 Lite failed to do so. And when I got my hands on the S20 Fan Edition for the very first time, my expectations were not quite high. But right after using the phone for a while, I was greatly impressed. At this point, there are 3 Galaxy S20 Fan Editions available out there. There is the exynos variant with a lot of heating issues, which I do not definitely recommend. There is the S20 Fan Edition 5G with the Snapdragon 865, and then a new variant that made its way to the Indonesian market yesterday is the S20 Fan Edition 4G with the Snapdragon 865 chipset. I have used both the exynos and 5G variants, and the 5G variant is what's actually worth it. The S20 Fan Edition is priced just $100 above the Galaxy A52 5G and about $170 above the Galaxy A72. The price difference here is not huge, but the features difference is something noteworthy. First of all, the S20 Fan Edition brings a flagship chip, the Snapdragon 865 from last year, but this is still great. For your info, the successor to the Snapdragon 865, the Snapdragon 870, which powers many of the phones of the same league today, is just a slightly upgraded version of the 865. It doesn't bring any massive improvements. The S20 Fan Edition also gets Samsung's flagship One UI. When I say flagship One UI, I mean to say that the S20 FE has almost all the features that Samsung's Galaxy S21 Ultra and the Note 20 Ultra have today. This phone has wireless charging and reverse wireless charging too. It gets the Samsung DeX as well. It's an IP68 rated phone. The 6.5 inches display of this phone gets the 120Hz refresh rate. It is not the brightest display, and it is also not the most good looking display out there. I mean, it's got notable bezels and a big chin, but it's still pretty good. A 4500 mAh battery powers this phone, and many phones of this category still use a similar battery as of today. And for the record, I have done multiple battery drain and charging tests of this phone. You can check all the videos of the S20 Fan Edition right there on my channel. It also gives you a microSD card slot, which most phones lack these days. As far as the cameras are concerned, you get full flagship grade cameras on this phone. You get 3 camera sensors of 12 megapixels each, including a main, telephoto and ultra wide camera. The camera application is also flagship grade. You can record videos up to 4K at 60 frames per second from both the front and the rear cameras. Videos recorded from the S20 Fan Edition come out extremely smooth, and overall resolution is quite good too. The photos taken on this phone do not look bad either. It's got a Pro Photo mode with RAW format support, and it's got a Pro Video mode that allows connecting the external mic. The Super Slow-Mo mode of the S20 Fan Edition has got a motion detection button. This is a Samsung flagship exclusive feature, mind you. The part that I have loved the most about this phone is the frequency of the software updates. I've been getting timely software updates, and as of today, my phone runs on the latest One UI 3.1 with the latest security patch. Furthermore, the S20 Fan Edition qualifies for Samsung's 3-year software updates and 4 years of security updates, which means this phone still has a good 3 years of life. With the S20 Fan Edition, you are not just getting a great hardware, but a great software support to top it off. So, to cut it short, the S20 Fan Edition specifications make it more than relevant, especially when you compare it to the phones like the OnePlus 9R and Xiaomi's Poco F3. In the price bracket of $450 to $600, you can find a lot of Samsung and non-Samsung options. Your Samsung options probably include the A72 and the A52 5G as I said, and the non-Samsung options include the phones like the OnePlus 9R and some Xiaomi phones. I don't believe that any of these devices can compete the features and the value for money aspect of the Samsung S20 Fan Edition 5G. This is still the best value for money flagship killer device out there, and now its non-5G Snapdragon 865 counterpart is also out, so I guess you have got more options. And with this I would like to conclude this video. As always, you don't necessarily have to agree with me. Drop your thoughts and feedback about this phone and this video in the comments down below. Hit the like button if you haven't yet and subscribe too. With that being said, I will sign off and see you all in the next one.